In Caris Levert's short career, he's shown flashes of brilliance on both ends of the floor, and the Brooklyn Nets are confident in Levert's talent that they gave him a 3-year $52.5 million extension. His regular season stats doesn't indicate a breakout campaign or worthy of a $17.5 million per year contract. But here is why the Nets extended his contract, even if it cuts into their cap space next offseason. Caris Levert had a hot start to the 2018 and 19 season and was on the verge of having a breakout campaign. He was averaging around 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, while shooting 48% from the field and 31% from deep in just under 30 minutes a night. What I love about his game is his ability to take what the defense gives him. Coming off the screen, he probes the defense until his defender stops pursuing. Holmes was too worried about the lob, and Levert gets off a nice jumper. Once again, coming off the screen, he knows Kanter will have to choose between him or Allen, so he moves his body back a bit to get the floater off. He's best as the pick and roll ball handler, where he can show off his 3-level scoring potential. Coming off another screen, Levert once again probes the defense. He's so crafty that he fakes out his defender and finishes the easy layup. After the screen, Levert goes hard at Aiden, fakes him out and floats it in. He'll most likely drive if he's going to his right coming off the screen. Noah Vonleh was too concerned about the lob, and Levert gets right to the basket and shows off his ability to finish through contact. He's more comfortable taking jumpers going to his left, and this time Baker prevented the drive, but Levert takes a step back 3. This time, Hardaway went under the screen to prevent the drive. Levert reads this well and calmly sinks in another 3. Once again, he's going to his left off the screen. He doesn't make his drive until Trayer commits to going over the screen. Levert uses a long last step to get by Vonleh for the layup. Teams would consistently deny him the ball, but he'll counter with backdoor cuts. Allen throws a sweet bounce pass to him for an easy dunk. He's not a flashy playmaker, but he'll make the simple passes. Levert's backdoor cut pulls Kanter towards him. Allen makes a nice cut, Levert dumps it off, and that's 2 more on the board. This time, Kanter shows on the drive. Levert reads this well, and it's an easy lob to Allen. On the drive, Levert recognizes a 3-on-2 on the weak side, and the lane has been cut off. An easy kick-out leads to a 3. If the big man switches onto him, he'll use his hesitation to get into the lane for a crafty finish. Or he'll just sidestep here against Aiden for a 3. What makes Levert even more valuable is his willingness to compete on the defensive end. He gets around the screen, and even though he's trailing, he'll make the effort to recover on Booker and gets the block here. This time, he gets through the screen well and prevents Harris from getting into the lane. Look at how he'll have his hands up all the time, and he contests the shot well. When he's off the ball, he denies the ball constantly. He forces Harris to receive the ball almost at the half-court line. After the offensive rebound, he denies Harris again and recovers well to prevent a backdoor cut. After a gruesome injury in November, Levert returned in February, but his numbers took a dive. He struggled with his efficiency, shooting just 39% from the field and 31% from deep. Levert continued to play the game the same way and let the offense generate looks for him, but it was clear that he was still rusty and cautious about his right foot. On the drive, Levert couldn't gather with his right foot on the spin, and his layup was way off. Again here, he couldn't get enough lift on the right foot step through, and misses the reverse. This time, he couldn't get enough lift for his floater, and the shot falls short. He was getting his usual shots, and it was just a matter of time until he returned to form. It took until the playoffs for Levert to bounce back. He averaged 21 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists on 49% shooting from the field, and 46% from 3. Levert had a lot more bounce in his attack. A quick crossover leads to an open lane, where he just explodes for the dunk. Even though it was off his left foot, he had no concern landing on his right, and it's clear that there were no mental obstacles after the injury. Coming off the screen, he gets so much more lift when taking the floater, just elevating over the defense. There are definitely concerns with Levert and his contract extension. He's been hit by the injury bug multiple times since his college days, and most of them were leg or foot injuries. With his injury history, the contract extension is a gamble. The Nets could be paying a player around $18 million per year to sit on the bench and rehab from injuries. But the reward is also very high, a la Steph Curry and his first contract extension. Another concern is his shooting. He's a career 33% shooter from 3, and his free throw percentage dropped to 69% last season. This past season, Levert took more threes off the dribble than off the catch. What's weird is that he's a better shooter off the dribble as well. His off-the-catch efficiency went from 37% in the 2017-18 season to 27% last season. Looking at the Nets' offense last season, their passes were often off-target. A simple pass by D'Lo was off-target. Even though Levert wouldn't have taken a three with Chris Paul in front of him, these type of passes could hinder spot-up efficiency. This time, Harris throws a decent pass, but Levert couldn't gather, which results in a pull-up three. The Nets shot 36% on spot-up threes last season, but only Joe Harris is a capable spot-up shooter off of bad passes or on the move for the Nets. Take away Harris's spot-up threes, the Nets' shooting efficiency dropped to 32%, which would be last in the league. So his shooting woes might be a result of the team instead of his talent. The last concern would be his plus-minus. Even though he was on the verge of breaking out in his first 14 games, he had a negative 1.9 plus-minus. That means the Nets were outscored by 1.9 points when he was in the game. Again, this could be attributed to the team's lineup, but the Nets will have to take a serious look into whether his production can lead to wins. On the Nets side of things, extending Levert's contract was an easy move. First, it will be hard to replace his skill set, who would be a great third option next to Kyrie and KD. He's only entering his prime at just 25 years old. At around $17.5 million per year, that's just around market price for two-way wings who could create their own shot. Rudy Gay got $16 million per year, and Marcus Morris got $15, but both are already in their 30s. Injuries are a concern, but that'll be up to their medical staff and luck as well. The 2020 free agency class seems to be a weak one, with a lot of restricted free agents. Levert will be a top 3 restricted free agent target, and by giving him a contract extension early, they eliminated the chance of matching another team's poison pill offer, which the Nets know a lot about. Also, the Nets can now focus on bringing back Joe Harris and Taurean Prince in the offseason, instead of worrying about 3 free agents. All in all, this was a worthy contract extension for an improving two-way player. According to basketballreference.com, his nickname is Baby Durant, and they don't call him that for no reason. Based on his track record, at worst, he'll be an overqualified 6th man, similar to Manu Ginobili was. Next season, he'll be a nice second option behind Kyrie. If he can improve his spot-up shooting in the next 2 seasons, he'll be a perfect complement to Kyrie and KD.